So in this indifference point practice problem, it's saying that Babbo is manufacturing two different options for widgets. One has an assembly cost of $4 per unit and has a fixed cost of $5,000, whereas the other has an assembly cost of $1 per unit and a fixed cost of $20,000. So using these equations from the left, why don't you first try to calculate the indifference point in units for Babbo? Okay, so what you should have looked at first is you should have used this first equation. So you should have set the variable cost of A plus times the quantity plus the fixed cost of A and set that equal to B. So then that'll be the 4 variable cost for A plus the 5,000 fixed cost would equal the $1 variable cost per B times that quantity plus the $20,000 fixed cost. And then from here on out, you're just going to do some algebra and kind of work that around and single out Q and realize that Q equals 5,000 units. So these are just some tests that they did just to confirm that that makes sense. So as you can see, they said the 5,000 units times 4 plus $5,000 will equal $25,000, and same for B. So now, Babbo learns that the market for assembled products, hand-assembled, is considered a premium. So they currently weigh widgets at $7. So what if they charged $8 for the manually assembled widgets? What would the indifference point in unit be? So try that out. So for this problem, you're going to want to use that second equation because we're involving different prices. So that's just the price of A times the quantity minus the variable cost of A times quantity minus fixed cost. That's exactly what they did here. That 8 minus 4 minus 5,000. And then you're just going to do some more algebra and single that out to find that the quantity is 7,500 units now, given the different prices. There's a test. Now for the final one. So this one's the revenue. So they realized that they can't calculate the indifference point in revenue from the previous problem because the prices are different. So what is the indifference point in sales for Babbo? So this is asking for the indifference revenue now. So why don't you try this for a second? So hopefully you used that third equation because we're looking for revenue this time, particularly because they have different prices. And so you'll come out with this. The R of the contribution margin percent, which would be that price minus variable cost divided by price, minus the fixed cost, which was 5,000, and equal the same for B. And again, use simple algebra to kind of rework that equation to get R should equal $42,017. And just to check, at that revenue point, there you go. At this point, it doesn't matter which widget you use. Okay, so hopefully those were all pretty easy or will be in the near future. And so we're going to move on to the final topic.